Sometimes the hardest thing in life is pretending that you are okay when everything inside you is slowly collapsing, not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly breaking piece by piece. I used to believe that if I stayed strong for long enough, life would eventually notice. That if I kept going, kept smiling, kept surviving, something good would finally happen. But some nights, strength feels like a punishment because the world sees the strength but no one sees the cost. You wake up, you go through the day, you answer messages, you laugh when people expect you to laugh, but inside there is a tired voice asking, is this really my life? There are moments when you sit in complete silence and realize you are not even living anymore. You are just continuing, breathing, existing, waiting for something to change. And the strange thing is, no one noticed because you learned how to hide it perfectly. You became the person who helps others, who listens, who encourages, who stays calm, but nobody asks who listens to you. People say everyone has problems, and maybe that's true. But some people carry the pain like an invisible wound, and some carry it so quietly that the world thinks they are perfectly fine. You become the strong one, the reliable one, the one who never complains, and slowly that role becomes a prison. Because the moment you break, people don't understand. They say, but you always seemed okay. There are nights when your mind refuses to rest, thoughts repeating, memories replaying, questions without answers, and you wonder how someone can feel so alone in a world full of people. Sometimes the pain is not even about one thing, it's everything. The disappointments, the missed chances, the dreams that slowly faded, the versions of yourself you thought you would become. You remember the younger you, the hopeful one, the one who believed life would be full of beautiful things. And now you feel like you lost that person somewhere between responsibilities, expectations, and silent struggles. And the worst part is, you don't even know when it happened. There was no dramatic moment, no sudden collapse, just a slow exhaustion that grew quietly over time. Some days you feel like a stranger in your own life, watching everything happen without really feeling connected to it. Smiling in pictures, speaking in conversations, but inside something feels empty, and you ask yourself questions you never say out loud. Why does everything feel so heavy? Why am I always tired? Why does it seem like everyone else knows where they are going except me? But here is the truth that nobody talks about. Life is confusing, growth is messy, and being human is sometimes incredibly painful. Feeling lost doesn't mean you are failing. Feeling tired doesn't mean you are weak. Sometimes it simply means you have been carrying too much for too long. And maybe, just maybe, healing doesn't start when everything becomes perfect. Maybe healing starts the moment you stop pretending that you are not hurting. Because pain doesn't disappear when we ignore it. It waits, it hides, it grows quietly in the background. But the moment you acknowledge it, something begins to change. Not instantly, not magically, but slowly, gently, like the first light of morning after a very long night. You realize something important. You are never supposed to handle everything alone. You are never supposed to be strong every second. You are human, and humans break sometimes. But breaking is not the end of your story. Sometimes it is the moment where a new version of you begins to form. A version that understands pain, a version that understands others, a version that knows surviving is also a kind of strength. The world may never see the battles you fought silently, but that doesn't make them smaller. Every day you kept going was a quiet victory, even if no one applauded, even if no one noticed. So, if you are listening to this right now and life feels heavy, remember something important. You are not the only one who has felt this way. Many people are walking through life with invisible storms inside them, and yet somehow they keep moving forward, one step, one breath, one small moment at a time. You don't have to fix everything today. You don't have to become strong overnight. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is simply stay, simply alive, stay present, stay open to the possibility that better days can exist because they can, even if you cannot see them yet, even if right now everything feels dark. Light has a strange way to finding its way back, and one day you might look back in this moment and realize that the person who felt broken was also the person